Hey podcaster, it's Belle here. On today's episode, Liam sent a really inappropriate message to his dad. We asked if anybody else does what Ben does and eats food out of the bin. Plus, I got busted and my dirty weekend habit was exposed.
Happy with that?
Yes. Are
Cool.
you,
Yeah,
Ben?
that's fine. I was checking with you.
Yes, sir.
Run it!
Live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive on Nova.
What's going on, Australia? Belle, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ben.
Liam, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
You don't look great.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the arm.
Big scab on your
yeah,
arm.
big scab. Yeah, got it at the skate park. Nah, I wish. I can't skate. No, it's just stacked it on the weekend. Went for a big gutser.
Did you have an old man fall?
I did, yeah.
I imagine there might have been a few beers involved.
Oh, I might have had a few Pepsi Maxes. Yeah, I was at the Live Golf, and then I went to Zambrero, right? Got myself a big burrito.
As you do.
And so I was running back because I did leave the Uber probably waiting just that little bit too long. I was like, oh, come on, wrap this order up so I can get in there. And
Did you get out of the car?
No,
No.
I'm assuming
I
you're
ordered
waiting
one.
for your
Yeah,
your burrito.
And I was like, sweet, if I can time this right, I'll just get that burrito.
Yeah.
And so there was a little bit of a 2-minute discrepancy there. So as soon as I got the burrito, I was running as fast as I could. I did trip on the curb, but I didn't spill any of the burrito.
Whoa.
Did the Uber driver see you, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been like, I'm not getting this guy.
I was super embarrassed. I had to jump up and I was like, oh, sorry about that.
You want some of my burrito?
You want some of this? He's like, oh, please, don't talk to me.
1 star.
Ben and Belle, I've accidentally sent my dad a dirty text.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's awkward. Exciting news in my Liverpool sort of sporting chat with my mates. Liverpool have switched back to Adidas, kind of like the most iconic brand for that particular team. They're with Nike at the moment. And
I would have thought Nike was more preferable.
no, Adidas all the way, especially for I just like Adidas more.
That's big news.
Oh yeah, no, it is big news. Well,
Whoa, they switched sponsor.
well, that's the thing, and so I've got like a chat where I we speak to just like a bunch of Liverpool guys, and they're all like sort of my age. Anyway.
What's it called?
It's called Kloppaholics Anonymous.
Oh.
No, Kloppaholics.
Because of
Klopp.
Klopp. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Jurgen Klopp,
Jurgen
yeah,
Klopp.
Yeah,
the
right,
manager, not for
right.
long. So that there was a bit of chat actually about this new manager coming in, and I sent this link of breaking the news that Liverpool moving to Adidas,
Breaking news.
and I said to the guys because it's sort of we're all sort of young guys and it's like a bit awkward, but I said. Genuine stiffy over this, just because that you know what I mean. Like that's how you'd maybe talk to your mates.
Yeah, barring up.
Yeah. So and look, and what I've done is I've copied the link to send it to my dad because he's also a Liverpool fan.
Yep.
But I didn't realise the message that I had attached to that as well as. So I've texted my dad genuine stiffy over this, which is like that's not how I would talk with my dad. Do you know what I mean? And now I've literally just sort of sent it over, and I'm like,
There's probably still time. If you want to call him, you can probably try and
tell him to not open.
Yeah, I don't know about you. My dad doesn't check messages very often.
True.
So if you called him quickly, you can maybe say,
Hey.
don't read that message,
Yeah,
Dad.
that's actually a good idea.
Dumb question, but your dad knows what that is.
A stiffy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, Liam is here.
I am here. I don't do the math. I'd hope he knows.
Is that like?
I think he would know. I think he would know what it is. My dad's like 60. He's like, what's this strange feeling in my pet? No, I think he's well aware. Look, this is my dad's number, Ben. So just, if you punch that in, let's call him. Tom is his name. And I'll just tell him not to check his phone. It's all a bit awkward.
Hello, Tom here.
Hey, Dad, it's me, Liam. You're actually on Nova at the moment. Got Ben and Belle here as well.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
God, hey, Annabelle, how you going?
Yeah. So a bit awkward. I've just sent you a text which was meant for someone else. You haven't
Right.
checked your phone yet, have you?
No.
Right. Could you
Yes.
potentially delete the text without ever reading it?
Okay, hang on a minute.
Maybe you should just... Did you want to tell him what you said?
Oh, nah, it's better.
I mean, he's your dad. He'll get it.
I don't think he will. We don't know.
I think you'll get it.
It's a bit awkward. Yeah.
Tom, he said that he had a stiffy about Liverpool changing sponsors.
But I don't have a stiffy over this. It was more of like a joke, like a figure of speech, which was funny for my other friends, but probably not as much for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom, do you know what that is?
Oh, you've got a sore neck? Is that what you mean?
I told you you wouldn't. Wait, no.
He would know. He
does
just doesn't want to
know.
say it because it's weird. We don't want to talk about these sorts of things.
All right, Tom, we'll let you go.
Nah, no worries.
All right, see you, Tom.
Catch
See
you
you,
later,
man.
fellas.
See
See you
ya.
later, Belle. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
I shouldn't ask him about the stiffy stuff.
Why'd you have to bring up Stiffy so much in front of my dad, man? Come on. You made it weird.
Have you ever sent a text to the wrong person? If you have, 13 24 10, we want to hear about it.
Jade in Brizzy, how you doing?
Yeah, good mate. How are you?
Oh, not bad, Jade. Tell us what happened. You texted the wrong person.
No, it wasn't me. It was my brother. So my mum and I worked together in a small homeware store, and my brother worked in the warehouse, and he wrote the work van off. He accidentally drove under a very small bridge, and it didn't quite fit, and got in a bit of trouble for it, and he was sending a pretty foul message about it to my mum about the boss, and accidentally sent it to the boss.
Oh.
And
Very
how was
awkward for all
it
of us to go to work.
received? How did it go after that?
Oh, he didn't have a job to go back to. Luckily, myself and my mum did, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He really two-striked it there in quick
Yeah,
succession.
to text that to the boss and smash the van into a bridge in the same day.
Jade, thank you so much for sharing. I'm excited for our next caller because they've called through and their name is Anonymous. Did you send a text to the wrong person, Anonymous?
I didn't, but my ex-husband did.
Okay, what happened?
So he sent a text message to me telling me how much he was looking forward to seeing me that night so he could make long, slow, passionate love to me in bed.
Right.
It wasn't me, it was his girlfriend.
Oh, how do you know it was for the girlfriend?
This was just the start of a whole series of shit show when I did a spreadsheet of the 6 women he'd been with and divorced him.
What did you do? So why did you make a spreadsheet?
Oh, look, it was just a little bit crazy. He had done a few naughty things and ended up, I guess, losing our house for us, really.
Whoa.
Sorry, Anonymous.
It was great.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
time in life.
Yeah.
I mean, is there someone else new in your life now?
Just me and the kids, so it's great. We're living the dream.
Well, how would you like a couple of double passes to Hoyt's movies?
Oh, I'd love it. That'd
Yeah.
be wonderful. Thank you.
Take the kids. I'll give you another double
Okay.
pass. How many kids you got?
Oh, I've got 3 kids.
3 kids. All right, so I'll give you 2 double passes. That's to Hoyt's movies.
Look, it's not quite Nova's first class in 50K. That did go off a little bit earlier today. So, yep. But thank you anyway, Anonymous.
Got a couple of Bentley and Belle fedoras.
Very good.
yeah.
Chuck them for the kids. They can wear them to school.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Yep, the 610 quiz. 5 questions. You get them all right. You get to choose the next song we play.
Abira in Sydney, you're 11 years old. How you doing?
Good?
Abira, do you always listen to the radio at this time of night?
Yeah.
Oh, good on
wow.
you.
Wow, mate, thanks for playing.
Hey, you know what? Before we even start the quiz, because, you know, you're 11 years old, you're on the radio, why don't we give you a prize? Did you want, and we don't give these out very often, did you want a Ben Lehman Belle fedora?
Pardon?
Did you want a Ben Lehman Belle fedora? It's like a hat.
Sure.
Yeah. Good on you.
Wear it to school. Look
Now
good.
100% paper.
But you have to wear it to school, okay?
I'll think about it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get caught repping that Ben Lehman Bell merch. Yeah, no, it's probably a smart move.
Yep.
A baby reindeer is taking off on Netflix. I really hope you haven't seen it. It's causing drama to the real life people that it's based off. How many reindeer does Santa have, Abira? Now, it's less than 10, but more than 9. Sorry, more than 8.
You didn't even
I
get the
could-
clue right.
9.
It's
Yeah.
9. Yep, that's right.
Hang on, since when are we giving away the answers?
Would he know? Abira, would you have got that one if I didn't help guide you? Doesn't matter, man.
I think they would have.
I think she would be totally
I think
fine.
so, yeah.
Abira, young Aussies are moving away from smartphones and taking up dumb phone usage, which were very popular sort of before you were born. What was the popular game on the old Nokia phones? It's Slithers and Hizzes.
Stop!
Oh, trying to help out the kid.
The bricks?
The bricks,
Not the
no.
bricks.
Abira, you enjoy that Ben Lehman Bell fedora. Thanks for playing.
Tamara in Melbourne. Do you know what was famous on the old Nokia phones? Like the one game that was on it?
Snakes.
Yeah, classic. Hey, a record amount of Australians are getting scammed these days. What's your credit card PIN number?
Good try.
You passed the test. The original Mr. Squiggle is back and making an appearance at an old Aussie museum. What does Mr. Squiggle have for a nose?
A pencil.
Classic. Happy birthday to Lizzo. Been a bit quiet lately, Lizzo.
There's a bit going on.
Yeah, there's a bit going on.
I think,
bit going on,
just
yeah.
lay low for a bit.
But still, happy birthday. 36 over the weekend. Can you finish these lyrics?
It's about damn time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up.
Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciagas, walking. Well,
Nah,
trying to
close
figure out
enough.
the
Yeah, it's
fabulous.
pretty good.
Yeah, nailed it.
No, we'll give you that tomorrow. Definitely showed your workings. Well done. Thank you so much for playing. Would you also like a Ben Lehman Bell fedora?
Why not?
Oh, very good. 2 in one night. We need to give away more of these because I think we ordered about 50
We
of
have
them.
so
They're
many.
collecting dust. Well, you also get to pick the next song we play.
So, Tamara, would you like Amory?
It's this one thing that got me tripping. It's this one thing that got me tripping. You did this
Or you want to go on a journey.
Don't stop believing.
Journey.
Yes.
Didn't even hesitate. All right. How good's this?
All right, Tamara, you have a great evening.
Thank you too.
Where are you going to wear your fedora?
To work, obviously.
To work. Nice.
Work. Maybe you could wear it on the midnight train, huh?
Whoa. That was nice.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Whilst that was playing, I was trying to think of other Journey songs that go as hard as that song. I'd forgotten about this one.
Any way you want it, it's the way you need
Classic.
it. Any way you want it. She loves to laugh, she loves to sing.
That song makes me think of Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle. That is in that
Oh,
film.
yeah. What about Separate Ways? It's in Stranger Things.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's in like the latest, like season 4, and it's like the 80s synths, like.
It's very that vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I've got the song here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's like when they're like riding the bike into the, I don't know, I forget everything. You forget all about a season until the new season comes out, then you
Yep.
have to binge watch it all again.
Which I'm very excited for the next season of that.
Is
It's
there
part
another
2.
one?
Yeah.
They did
I thought
season.
it finished.
No, they split it in half.
Yeah, so season 4 is in part 1, part 2.
Yeah, and they got to like film it before the kids turn 40. So like they're all like shaving now, so it's kind of getting weird.
She's married
Yeah,
now.
she's married. 11, like she was like, I swear, like
She was
less
11,
than,
I think.
Yeah, I think she was 11. Yeah, no, you're dead right.
She's going to be having her own kids soon.
Belle Jackson, I thought better of you.
Oh, here we go.
Thought better of
what
you,
have I
Belle
done
Jackson.
Now? What have I done?
I've come to expect this behaviour from Liam, but not you.
What?
Didn't realise I was doing a show with a big snus girl.
Okay.
Dear, dear me. Finally got you, did it? Yeah, come to the dark side.
No. I will not be known as Snus
Girl?
Oh, they have a little-
That's what they're calling you.
I will not be known as that.
Well, for you to not be called that, you got to stop doing so much snus.
I had a little bit on Friday.
Okay.
But hey, I
didn't realise.
go through life with balance and being responsible, and also try everything once. Why not?
Well, I wouldn't put that on a t-shirt. I don't know if you want to put your name to that one,
I like
Jackson.
to be across things, you know.
No, well, yeah, and as you know, as we said, it's not illegal. It's fine.
It's
And
just
it's sort of the fifth
Liam,
time.
yes,
The fifth
it's-
time you say that, it sort of starts to feel like you're promoting a little bit.
Well, you
Certainly
said
not.
you were doing
well,
some on the
government's cracking down.
weekend too.
Government's cracking down on it a little bit. It's a
Can
bit hard to
I
forget.
interject here? So, a lot of people in this country aren't addicted to snus like you two are. So, Liam, what is snus?
I'm not addicted to it. Never bought it myself. It's just if it
So
comes-
you're just bumming snus off whoever you
Oh,
can get
yeah,
it
if
off.
one comes across
Like a
my
snus addict.
Yeah, if one comes across my lip, it's going in. No, it's just like a small pouch of nicotine, very small pouch.
Right.
And they range from different sizes. There's like 3 millis, which are little white ones, and they can get longer and browner.
All right, Mr. Professional. Can I say, as the only person on this team that's not a big snus head, don't do it. It's bad.
Yeah.
Everybody, snus is bad. Don't sit there and say yeah, Belle. What did you think of it, Belle?
So I was at an event on Friday.
Do you have a
night,
peach one or a mint?
and
Or what
it was a mint one.
Yeah.
And
What does that mean? Yeah.
and the girl that I was hanging out with, she was like, "Hey, I've got some snus. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Oh well." I mean, Liam's been chirping on about it for ages and saying how good it is.
Oh,
so
I
was like,
haven't.
"Well, maybe
I
I'll
haven't,
just try
actually.
some." So, but it was quite big. It was like, I don't know, like size of fingernail. Oh, a fingernail. Yeah. And then I put it in.
What's
and,
that?
and
Is that a 3 milli? What's that?
Depends. Just get head spins or...
Yeah, she said, about half an hour I keep it in for. And I was like, nah. I lasted
Yeah.
about 2 minutes and I was like, nah, not for me. And then I had Liam's voice in my head being like, oh, and then I started sneezing and hiccuping and I was throwing up and I didn't want that. So I
You're
took it out.
brushing your teeth on those minty upper deckies. Yeah, I see.
But she got it from like Sweden.
Yep, yeah, that's what they're very big in Sweden. Always have been. Always have been. I had one over a pleasant dinner also on Friday, and it really ruined the whole thing. Honestly, it did. Oh, there's just a few guys around the table. We were out with, the significant others.
Peach? What was it?
It was also a mint, actually.
Okay, yeah.
And just had it in there a little bit. And just when you're around people, you don't want to be the first to pull it out, which is the problem. And it's sort of just burning a hole in your upper gum there. And you're like, yeah, no, we're having a good time here. And I honestly felt like I couldn't stand up.
Well, look, no more snus, okay?
Yeah.
We're all taking a snus vow, but you two in particular, no more snus.
You get headaches from it. It's not great.
Yeah, it's not good for you. And we're not encouraging it whatsoever.
Stop winking, Belle.
I'm not winking.
I did think better from you, though. to be honest. Ben, on Friday, you were telling us about how much you love eating the burnt bits off of your pan, which is like a little bit weird, but I get it. But it's obviously a little bit carcinogenic. And you were telling us how you're having an argument with your wife, and she was saying like it's not good for you, and you were going back and forth.
She honestly said, you have a son to think about.
Whoa!
You can't eat this. And she threw it in the bin. Later that night, I ate it out of the bin.
What I'd like to do tonight is 13, 24, 10. What did you eat out of a bin? Because I remember when you told me, I was like, yeah, I had a story straight away. Like I went through a phase of when I would go out and have a few drinks, I would not, I got older and I was like, I'm not just going to get one burger from Macca's, I'm going to get 3. My now wife hated that. And so one night I demolished 2 and I was looking for the 3rd. And she threw it in the bin.
Yep.
And I think she knew, because I'm like a rabid dog, that wasn't going to stop me as soon as she maybe went to bed. So she squirted detergent over the top of it, so I couldn't get to it. But, sometimes if a food is good enough, you're ashamed of it, but you may well just eat it out of a bin.
I think at the end of the day, if it's in the bin and it's not like actively touching
Depends what it's
something
touching.
else,
Well,
if it's just like on the top or it's like in a packet still, it's all good.
Yeah, for me, it probably gets into the murky grey territory when you start digging through the bin.
Also, if you've maybe been vacuuming and you've like emptied out the vacuum cleaner and there's like dust and like hair, and that would be bad.
Okay, no, you don't eat it once it's covered.
If you were maybe picking up the dog poo that day.
Yeah.
Maybe give that one a miss.
Stace in Perth. I'm surprised we have actually got callers for this one. 13 24 10. What did you eat out of a bin? What did you eat?
Hi, guys. I might have eaten a donut out of the bin at work. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
Okay, like office situation, right? So they drop off tasty treats and whatever for the office sometimes. And I clocked this donut like earlier in the day and I was going to come back to it in the afternoon, for like 3 p.m. coffee donut time. And when I came back, it was not there, but there was heaps of them. So there should have been plenty left over. And I checked the bin and there they were.
Awesome.
That's hard because you'd already mentally eaten that donut.
Yeah, you'd sort of gotten ready for it.
Yeah.
And tell us, Stacey, was the donut touching any stray lettuce or anything like that in the bin, or was it fairly well covered?
It was in a box, but the box was like sort of upside down, so I sort of had to like fish it out, and like there was a bit of risk in it falling back out into the rest of the bin. And like an office bin, so there's like, you know, coffee juices and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
I would love to see the the office CCTV footage.
Yeah.
Of Stacey,
Imagine that.
like, digging through the bin and then putting it in her mouth.
At the Christmas party, Stace, they do like, you know, they do this funny slideshow sometimes. They're like, and here's Stacey from accounts digging through a bin.
Look, Stacey, don't feel too bad. You're not alone because I've done it, Liam's done it, and I'm sure other people in Australia have done it. 13 24 10. If you've eaten out of a bin, give us a buzz and share your story.
You might flick around the dial a little bit and you'll hear different bits and bobs, people giving away cash and that sort of stuff. I don't think you'll hear 13 24 10, what did you eat out of a bin very often. I know from our perspective, we've been doing radio for quite some years, and this is the first time we've rolled this one out, but we sort of both came to the conclusion that, Ben, you've eaten out of a bin, and so have I. Belle, I'm sure you wouldn't be opposed to it.
Not at all. No, I think it's fantastic. I think I have in the past. I think I have. Like living at home and Mum would throw something out and I would go after it.
Look, if you've eaten out of a bin, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. We'd love to speak to you. Just like Amelia, who joins us now, 11 years old. Good evening, Amelia. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. What did you eat out of a bin?
I may or may not have eaten a brownie out of the bin.
Oh, and why was the brownie in the bin?
Well, I had a pre-lunch dessert, and I was saving it for after I practiced the piano, but Mum had thrown it out, and I got very mad at her. And then she went away, so I decided, whilst nobody was looking, I'd fish it out of the bin.
Yeah, why not, Amelia? I mean, if if she's gonna treat you like a dog, you got to get in that bin like a dog. You know what I mean? Like you got to prove that you're a street animal. I mean, I would do the same thing.
And Amelia, so you got the brownie, and because you called up, you now got yourself a Ben and Belle fedora.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
It's like a hat. Do you think you wear that to school, Amelia?
Probably not, but I wear it around the house.
Yeah, wear it around the house.
We're not having much luck with those today. Daniel in Sydney, my friend, you've eaten out of a bin.
Yeah. Been eating out of the bin for maybe 15 years, something like that.
Yeah, right. So you're doing a bit of dumpster diving.
Yeah. Lived off it for probably a decade from my late teens to late 20s, and then had a family and continued to do it a little bit safer. But, feed it to the kids and everything. It's good stuff.
Oh,
amazing.
Wow. Daniel, I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking, was it like the situation you're in, like you couldn't afford food and that's how it started? Or are you like, waste?
Originally started basically noticing, everything on special at the shops, it goes on sale, and you're like, wait a second. And I was traveling around Australia, maybe 18 at the time. And then I was like, well, wait a second, this goes somewhere, right? And ever since then, I met my wife strangely kind of through a similar avenue.
In a bin?
Not quite in a bin, but, conversation sparked around that area.
Right.
And, But, everything, anything you see in the supermarket will end up in the bin, and the statistics are actually quite shocking if you look it up, how much food
Daniel,
gets thrown away.
Hey, I have looked it up, don't you worry. I watched a documentary on how much food goes into those dumpsters out the back, and they interviewed people about dumpster diving, and I remember that stat, which was 10 mcg's worth of food leftovers go to waste every single year. 10 mcg's.
As in you fill in the mcg up to the roof?
Or are you putting like a carrot on each seat? Like, what? Yeah.
See,
what's the metric here?
Well, that's true. I know it's very confusing. Like,
it's a lot of food, okay?
But like, are you saying like
I
you would?
think it's full.
So
I
Daniel,
think it's full. And it's 3. And I quickly googled the exact one because I remember there was a few hundred kilos per person. 312 kilos per person goes to waste.
I want to clarify. So the food in the mcg goes up to the roof?
I don't know. I think.
What do you think, Daniel? I mean, you did dumpster diving for 15 years.
The statistic that I've heard recently is around about 15,000 supermarkets worth.
Okay,
so you look at the supermarket, and 15,000 supermarkets each year, just Australia, goes into the bin.
That's wild.
And Daniel, look, I'm like, I love my clearance section. If it's kind of looking like it's made its own little ecosystem in there, I'll still buy it. If it's 50 cents, great. I'll take it.
Bell's on that sort of 3-sticker wicket, when they're it's like, this is going to get thrown away in the next 15 minutes unless someone buys it right now. Daniel, what types of things So obviously you'd steer clear of the chicken. Like, you're not eating that out of a bin, but like, what would you eat?
Or
I
would
mean,
you? Or
look,
would you go for the meat?
Look, yeah, no, I've done chicken. I mean, anything. I mean, it's the same as if you're buying it from the shop, and let's say it's on special, and it's puffed up a little bit. You're like, oh, that's fermenting a little bit now. Like, I might steer clear of that special.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same in the bin. Like, you feel it. Well, it's still cold, so they obviously just put it in. If it's puffing up chicken, I maybe might steer clear. But any red meats, it's perfectly fine. The way we used to salt meat and leave it in the fly cages and things, they used to leave it for weeks, so there's no harm really.
Oh, it's basically Wagyu, Daniel.
That's it. But with our kids, we're a little bit more careful. But no, our kids have been eating it. My eldest is 8 now, and she's been eating it her whole life, and she's never got sick from it. I've never got sick from it.
I
It
understand.
is interesting. Like, I honestly, you want to knock it and be like, what the hell? But I'm like, you're very convincing, Daniel, I must admit.
Is there a big dumpster diving community? Like, is it a thing where there's like a Facebook page and people go like, oh, great score behind this one?
I wouldn't say there's a Facebook. Most of us probably aren't massive in the social media scene, I guess.
Is it like fishing where you don't want to give away your good spots?
No, it's not actually. I think we're all for making it like less waste. Like, we're definitely for that. But the reality is, the supermarkets do what they can. Like, supermarkets aren't necessarily doing nothing. Like, they give a lot to farmers. They'll give a lot to food banks and things. But the reality is, there's just so much because of best before dates, which are not necessarily a proper date in a lot of ways. A lot just gets thrown out legally. They have to throw it out.
Oh, totally.
It ends up there, and but there is a massive community, like worldwide, huge community worldwide. Yeah.
Is it legal, Daniel?
Well, I mean, I've had policemen rock up before. Some great stories around that. Like, around Easter, I had a cop rock up once, and he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, mate, you should come and look at this bin. And he walks over, he's like, wow. He's like kudos to you, man. He's like, I wouldn't necessarily be eating it. It was full of chocolate, nice chocolate.
Wow.
Like lint and just absolutely full. And as far as like it's a bit of a tricky area because the bin is owned by a company, not the supermarket.
Of course,
right.
Yeah.
So, and it's the supermarket's responsibility to lock it. So if you break the lock, you're technically breaking and entering into the company's property.
Right.
But if the bin isn't locked, then it's this grey area of, well, the supermarket's responsibility was to lock it and they didn't fulfill their responsibility and therefore you're not breaking and entering. The bin's open in a public space. So, I mean, the police that I've had dealing with don't care. Security guards tend to care because they don't really know the grey area.
That's my chocolate. I was going to eat that when this shift finished.
I kind of want to go dumpster diving.
I would watch you go dumpster diving.
Yeah,
I
would watch
go.
it. We could put a GoPro on your head and you could go in there and we would stay in a van or something. And then we could,
Yeah, I think, I really want to do it.
Niall Horan fans, make sure you keep it on Nova because we have got 2 tickets to give away to his sold-out show pretty soon.
Everyone's favourite One Direction member.
Yep.
No.
Way better than Zayn.
Yep, and Liam.
Harry. Liam was one I forgot, yeah.
And
You forgot Harry?
Is there 5?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me try and do this.
Oh,
there's Niall.
Yep.
Harry.
Yep.
Liam.
Yep.
Zayn.
Yep.
And
I do know it. I know it myself.
How dare you?
How
dare you?
I can see his face, I reckon.
He has a cute nose.
What is it, Belle?
Louis.
Oh, yeah, Louis. I would never have got that.
Yeah.
Would never have got
You
that.
were never going to from a mile away. Did you guys know, Ben and Liam, more men are owning cats now than ever before?
To pick up.
To pick up, and also the mood is shifting. Men are starting to realise that cats are amazing. Now, as you know, I own 2 cats. I would be considered a crazy cat lady. That's a term that's been around forever. Crazy cat lady. But more men are now adopting cats. In fact, 27% of men who adopted a pet in the UK last year chose to take on an adult cat compared to just 18% of women.
So, and look, maybe this is just rude, but if I'm being completely honest, I think the crazy cat lady thing kind of always fits. And I'm sorry, but I think it's even sadder if a guy's got a cat by himself.
Right. So
I know that's, and look, I'm a big dog person, so maybe that's just me putting my own thing on that. But I would be like, whoa, all right, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. So Liam, you have a dog. I have 2 cats, but Ben, you're the hybrid. You've got a dog and 2 cats.
Modern man.
Yep. But you're not single. So when you hear the term crazy cat lady, you think of words like sad, lonely, old, childless. And studies now show...
Belle Jackson.
Yeah, okay. Studies now show that, yes, that's correct. But when you hear the term cat dad, it's associated with words like caring, gentle, quiet, in touch with his feminine side, and handsome.
Well, very exciting because we are now joined on the line by Catman.
He's a cat man.
Is it Match or March?
It's March.
March, hello. Thank you for calling up. So are you a single cat dad?
Yeah, unfortunately, but we live.
Well, unfortunately, because you're single. Okay, so tell us about your cat.
Well, he's a kitten.
Oh,
So,
it's a brand newie.
Yeah, he's a bit energetic, bites me a lot, but you know, he's pretty cute.
What's the cat called?
Pablo.
Okay, and so much. Why did you choose to get Pablo? And I know that he bites you a lot, but do you love him?
Oh, of course.
Match, when was the last time you were in a serious relationship, if you don't mind me asking?
Golly, can't remember.
Okay.
But do you think this is like, have you found since you've had the cat that it sort of things have picked up a little bit in the dating space potentially?
Yeah, on Instagram I posted him and like a bunch of girls just
Oh
my God, he's so cute.
Yeah.
So, right,
yeah.
so they're just all flooding into the DMs there.
Yeah, so also, much, and you'll probably agree with this, but there are more and more men now than ever posing with cats on the dating apps to prove that they're not predators and to show that they're nice and gentle.
Hang on,
and caring.
But what happens when the predators catch on to that?
Well, okay.
How can you prove you're not a predator by having a cat? That's ridiculous.
Like a little cat, you have a big
Oh yeah. Just, oh no, I'm safe. I'm not a predator. Here's me with a cat. What?
So much. You've seen that more and more women are paying attention to you.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, all right. Well,
Well,
maybe there's something in this.
Let's do a bit of an experiment. Bree, good evening.
Hello.
Bree, we were just chatting to Much there, owns a cat, Pablo. Do you find that attractive?
I thought it was funny because I own a cat named Pablo as well. So I thought it
Seriously?
was absolutely hilarious. And he's a kitten too, so I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But, I wouldn't say they're attractive to have a cat, but if they love they love cats and then like the animals, then that's good. That's what you love. You don't want someone that's like aggressive towards your cats and they don't like your animals.
Bree, what colour is your Pablo?
He's like all white and then he's like got like a pattern all over his head. Like he's half white, half like black with patterns and grey.
Okay.
Cute.
He's white.
Okay. And then, Match, what colour is your Pablo?
He's all black.
Okay, I thought
Yin
that
yang.
might have been like a little bit of magic
Yeah,
there. That was
Match,
something.
your Pablo Escobar is like Pablo Escobar before he gets to work, and Bree's Pablo Escobar is like after he's had a big day at the factory, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's rolled around in it a little bit.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Bree. Andrea in Melbourne, how do you feel about single men with cats? Is it sexy?
No. I think they want to act like they're not clingy and needy, but that's a bit of a put-off for me.
It's a bit of a... Okay, yeah, and...
I don't want a really warm, sort of snuggly guy that isn't scared of being clingy and needy.
Right, and so, but do you not like cats as well?
No, I've got 2, but
Right.
not by choice. I got asked to babysit them for a couple of weeks, and then they got left with me, so...
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say then you fell in love with them, but no, you just got left with them. Okay. Well, thank you for taking part in our little experiment. March, look, I think honestly, 50-50, that's a good result.
Belle, you know who was also a cat dad? Jeffrey Dahmer. He was a cat dad.
Okay, well, we know I like my true crime, so...
You do. Yeah, you
I
do.
don't really know what your point is there, Ben.
I think you said no predator could have a cat. That's safe. What?
They're gentle. Duh. Here, listen to March with Pablo.
March, you have a great evening, mate, and good luck.
Thank you. You too.
No worries, mate. Hey, how's this sound? 2 tickets to go see Niall Horan's The Show live on tour at Sydney's Kudos Bank Arena on Wednesday, May 1st. Completely sold out. And we've got 2 tickets to give away right now.
Yeah, the way you're getting these is with Club Nova. If you haven't heard of this, very easy club to get into, but super exclusive. You're getting all the perks.
That is a little bit contradicting, though.
Yeah. It's exclusive once you're in there, but to get in,
very easy to get in.
Yeah, no, you're dead right. No, look, you know how normally it's like exclusive club means it's like very expensive or you have to be invited. This is very much anyone can join, but the perks are great. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yep.
So you can log in at novafm.com.au or via the Nova Player app and you listen to us live or download our podcast. Basically, the more you listen to us on Nova, the more chances you have to win awesome prizes.
Yep, so what we're about to do is call someone completely randomly that's in Club Nova and they're going to win themselves 2 tickets to go see Niall. As simple as that. I've got the number punched in now. Let's call our lucky winner.
Hello, Paige speaking.
Is this Paige Fox-Smith?
Yes, this is Paige.
Well, do you know who this is?
No.
It's Liam, 1/3 of the Ben, Liam and Belle evening program on Nova.
Oh, hi.
Hi there, Paige. Do you know who this is?
No.
This is Ben, another third from the Ben, Liam and Belle show on Nova.
Hello,
Hey,
Paige.
Hello.
Hello. Do you know who this is?
I think I can take a guess now.
Go on.
That's a bit brutal because, you know, we did... No, that's so fine. We did say Ben, Liam and Belle a few times there. And through your powers of deduction, we thought you might have been able to work out the last one. But, Paige, you know what? That doesn't matter. You're in Club Nova, right?
Yes.
We've got some great news for you.
Yeah.
You're heading to see Niall Horan's show.
Oh, my God. I think I might cry.
Feel free to.
I've literally been obsessed with One Direction since I was like 12.
Oh.
Paige, you got your Club Nova membership number?
I'd have to find it.
That's all good,
yeah,
yeah,
just have to give it to us in the next 6 seconds, otherwise you'll forfeit the right for the tickets.
What was that for?
4, 3,
2, 1,
Oh,
gone. Sorry, we're going to have to call the next person.
No, sorry about that.
No, this is just, we just...
Just give her the tickets.
Every
and
month,
be
no,
done
you
with.
100% got the tickets. No one's taking them away from you. It's just sort of an ongoing joke that I don't know why. Like every month we give away an awesome prize with Club Nova, and we try and pretend that
It's a
you know,
membership number.
yeah. Anyway, thanks for playing along, Paige.
Enjoy.
No,
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
And
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you.
I can't wait.
That's okay. Thanks for being a part of Club Nova.
See you, Paige.
Thank you.
Bye.
Always great to speak to a big fan, isn't it? Just, she wouldn't, half her luck, she gets to speak to those 3 people that she loves so much through Club Nova, Ben, Liam and Belle, and she's going to Niall.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.